extremely African and proud, and I was so embarrassed, right? I'm like, oh my God, why can't they just wear jeans and a shirt like everybody else and no one would have a problem, right? And it wasn't until, I want to say maybe middle school into high school where I realized, you know, these are two identities that I have to figure out the unity versus the conflict between. All right, so I'm gonna move on and read my very first poem that I wrote in college. It's called Cayenne. And it's been through so many different edits. And it was so crappy, the first draft, but I have perfected it. All right. This is called Cayenne. It hangs on the stem like a baby to her mother's breast, a waxy red hue covering the skin of its small, sleek body, shaped like a lowercase L, slightly curved inward. Then, ground into new life, it rests in my spice shelf, making music like gourd shakers from Ghana. All right, the next poem I'm going to read is called Beating Drums. And this is a love poem, and you can take it however you want. Beating drums. He had an African drum named She. He played her every day until his skin grew tender. He'd stroke her with the hardest speed, then softest simultaneously. He was familiar with her, and she with him. Together they made powerful music. He played her like she was the last drum. He played her like she was the last drum he'd ever struck. Y'all can clap for that
one. Can somebody please turn the heat down? Wow. Turn the heat down. Let me turn it up. Stroking and stuff. All right, cool.
All right, so this one is called Ghana in America. And this one is supposed to represent me coming into myself and realizing that I am both American and I am both Ghanaian, and they both are me, right? So I'm always those two things, always, at all times. Okay. I am Ghanaian. I love eating jollof rice with plantains and chicken stew. I am African. The kinks in my hair look like twisted Cheeto puffs. It protects a massive head that leads to my African heart. I am American. All foreigners see me that way. I am a New Yorker. I rep Lenox and 7th Ave hard. You can't tell me shit. I am Ghanaian. I am my parents' daughter. I am American. She embraced me. Okay, this is one of my favorite poems, and it's dedicated to all my women out here today. All right, so this is my poem titled Women Do Riot, and it's after Ana Castillo's Women Don't Riot. Women do riot in fabricas in Ethiopia, Mexico, and Indonesia, at sweatshops in New York and New Jersey. Women do revolt against small wages and unequal pay in kitchens, in jeans, in two-piece suits by the hundreds and thousands. Women do riot with passion and anger, high and strung out, with tight dresses and 5-inch heels. Women riot. In college meetings, join their unfisted, cramped up fingers in hard times, make and carry signs with the weight of a 15-page paper due the next day. Women do riot in prisons, on welfare, against their attacker, against their attackers. Every last one, sooner or later, riots. We riot on TV, on the internet, from this day to the next and the next. Me, my daughter, and her daughter too. Women riot in Kenya, marching arm in arm alongside other women in Australia and across continents, loud in their tongues, unified, in abandonment, broken hearts, motherhood, womanhood, women riot. All right, so I'm gonna end off with my poem titled Back to Kukuratumi. And I strategically put it as the last poem in my book because I feel like this was the poem that really pulled this whole book together. I want to go back to Kukuratumi, back when I was in diapers, naked in the flesh, not a care in the world. Back when I didn't know what skinny or fat was. Back when my waist beads hid under my shirt and jeans, and shaking my thighs and hips was a celebration without a camera lens, not for attention, just my body and I, my body and no other eyes. I want to go back to Kukuratumi, back when I did not care about makeup. Now I wake up to make up a full face. First, liquid foundation. Layer after layer, I build it up. Then I conceal any imperfections until I'm perfect. I flash my Maybelline lashes when I lie. I want to go back to the days when I did not lie and it was only true that I told the truth. I hope I still recognize me. I want to go back to trusting my intuition. Back when trusting my intuition meant thinking freely. Back when thinking freely was free, but now it's in my tuition. Liberal is what we call it now. A learned, cultivated woman I am, but still a girl learning to love and stare at the rose on her neck that takes her back to Kukuratumi. Thank you, guys. My book is available on Amazon.com. I also have a website that will be launching November 1st. I'm Akosua.com. You can follow me on Instagram. I hope you guys have been using your hashtag AHA Skidmore College. Use that hashtag. Social media is a powerful tool. If you look, I just wrote an article about how Instagram is moving Africa forward in terms of it being a global awareness, right? People are selling food in Nigeria. People are selling clothes in Nigeria, all over the continent, right? Use what you have here at what you're doing at Skidmore. When you leave, don't stop, right? I'm just like you guys. I just published a book. You can too, all right? So yes, follow me at I'm _Akosua. And yes, thank you guys. This is a beautiful event. You guys are amazing.
All right. Because of time, just shake your shoulders while you are going to